Alright, so I told y'all I was gonna do my second live on this police officer that was fired out in Chesterfield. It says Chesterfield officer fired for alleged affiliation with white nationalist groups. And this story's been going on for probably about, I think, like a month and a half. Well, apparently he had posted up some stuff about being a white nationalist and put up some of their propaganda, bullshit like that. And I think he deserved to be fired. Found out what his name was. His name was Daniel Morley, and he was actually a resource officer at LC Bird. Now, what bothers me the most about this situation is you have people online right now defending his actions. And the people defending his actions, they're coming up with some of the most retarded shit. They're comparing what he did, being linked to the white nationalist group, to the NAACP. And I told them, well, white nationalists, they hate people. NAACP, they hurt people. And like I say, a majority of these people defending him, they're Caucasian people. One of the biggest things that I hate about our community is when you call out racism, you get condemned for that, and you basically become the bad guy. For saying that somebody did something racist, what people try to say is, oh, well, you're wrong for bringing up racism. But y'all don't say anything about people doing the racist actions and what they're doing. If you defend the racist, I don't care if it's racism towards white people, if it's racism towards black people. I don't like racists. But I also believe, because of history, racism is on both sides. I'm not just going to sit there and say it's, white people hating black people. You legitimately have black people who hate all white people for no fucking reason, when all white people didn't do anything to them. But you can't ever ignore history. Bad stuff was done to black people in the past, and it's still going on to this day. I want to read y'all some of the comments that these people said in my response to them. Let me see if I could find it. I commented that one thing that they need to do now is that every case that this man was involved in, they need to go back and check into it. Because if some of these people were sitting back saying like, well, this cop was being a racist towards me and he did this to me because I'm black, and there's going to be people that say that regardless, just because they feel that they have an easy way out, and 9 times out of 10 some of them were breaking the law. But you have to take shit like that into consideration, because he is linked to a white nationalist group, and you know what their intentions are. It bothers me that there's people actually online defending this motherfucker. Like, he's a known racist. He's been linked to a racist group. So if somebody sits there and says, this guy singled me out, this guy profiled me because I was black, you need to take shit like that into consideration. It's crazy, and people are sitting back defending this shit. One person even said, I only have one word for y'all: Smollett. Bringing Jesse Smollett into it. What you're not going to do is spin this. You're not going to sit there and, because somebody did something fucked up, instead of addressing the issue, start talking about something else. No, this cop did stupid, dirty, fucked up shit to people. It needs to be addressed. His actions need to be addressed. Yeah, this woman said, please check all your officers. How many of them are affiliated with the NAACP? Get rid of all of them. Stupid. That was fucking stupid for her even to say that. Like I say, for a while they didn't even want to release this guy's name because they're protecting a racist. In a sense, they're protecting a racist, but they don't take into consideration all these people that he possibly could have profiled, and that there may be people that are sitting in jail right now that he made up cases on, that he did wrong, that are sitting in jail or have pending court cases just for the simple fact that they may be black, they may be Latino. Shit. I'll even go so far as to say people who support black, white people who have good relations with black people, they may have been targets too. Because this social media thing, man, once you start affiliating yourself with certain people, it can put a target on your back. It's just crazy, man. There's so much crazy and racist shit going on that you wouldn't believe it. Like, I don't even have to bring up this group, Colonial Heights Issue, which I got kicked out of Colonial Heights Issue. Me and a couple of guys, we got kicked out of Colonial Heights Issue just for the certain, for the fact that we sat there and said, hey, what you guys are saying is racist, and you're not acknowledging that. But because we said that they're doing racist stuff, we got kicked out of this group. Don't give a fuck, because basically they proved our point. They proved our point for us. Like, for instance, if the KKK has a rally and a group of people go to protest the rally, and when you get there, the police look at you and say, all right, don't come in here with your bullshit. You got a whole group of fucking racists behind you walking. People who hate black people, white people, Mexican people. So you tell us don't come with our bullshit when you're protecting them and their bullshit, which they have the freedom of speech. Absolutely right. But like I say, call a spade a spade. There's no other way to say it. I don't like racism. I don't condone it. It's messed up. I feel the same about anybody. Anybody will sit there and tell you, same way I feel about black people, I feel about white people, but I know there's a different struggle between black people and white people. I know black people and white people get treated differently in America. In the world. Not just America, in the world. And if you don't think that that's true, one of the biggest issues that you can sit there and prove this with is this big college scandal that just happened, where these rich elite Caucasian people were sitting there paying for their kids to get into college, basically fabricating scores, fabricating sports records, just so these kids could go to these prestigious schools. And the one thing people want to sit there and say is, well, y'all had to get affirmative action. Y'all got affirmative action. Okay, well, even with affirmative action, you still have to have the grades. They're not just going to put minorities in school because they need to. Like, if I was an F student, I couldn't sit there and say, well, because of my, affirmative action, I want to go to Duke, or I want to go to UCLA. And they say, okay, well, he's black and he wants to go to the school, we have to let him go. No, you still need the grades. The difference is, with these Caucasian students and everything, they didn't have the grades. Their parents actually paid for them to get into these schools. Everything was fabricated for them. And it's really messed up because I forget the mom from Full House. Her daughter went to was it USC? I think she went to USC, and she sat there and said, school sucks. I don't even want to go to school. And her first week in school, she was going to be on a cruise or something. So, I mean, what is that? What is that? Her first week of college, she said she's going on a cruise. She'll probably be giving grades for that week. She'll probably be giving credits for that week because these parents were paying over like $500,000 for their kids to get into these schools. Where yet you have minorities, they have to work hard and get these grades and do this classwork and be a part of the school, and it's a struggle for them. But then these other students, once they get in, their parents pay the money, they're going to get a degree. So a degree that I had to work 4 years for and struggle and actually put in hard classwork to get this stuff, another person just gets it because their parents had money. That ain't right. It's just crazy, man. It's crazy with these races and everything that they're being allowed to do, and just because of money. So, what's up, Gross? You need to call me, bro. It's been a minute since we talked to each other. I don't know. I just wanted to talk some shit on this police officer and racism and all this shit that's been going on lately. So, like I say, everybody who watched, I appreciate it. Follow me on Instagram, Jonathan Evans 1982. Subscribe to me on YouTube, King JV. Facebook, y'all obviously here already. Like I say, I'm gonna start talking my shit every day because, like I say, I got a lot of shit I need to vent about. But like I say, I appreciate y'all watching. If y'all got anything y'all want me to talk about tomorrow or anytime, shoot it to my inbox. I got a couple of suggestions that I'm gonna do tomorrow. So do we. Shit, freedoms ain't limited to a specific group. You absolutely right, Chris. You absolutely right. Yeah, any ideas, anything that y'all want to do? Like, I know this weekend what I'm going to try to do is, if anybody hasn't been to that place, I'm going to do a food review this weekend. I'm going to that place, Charlotte's Chicken and Waffles. Black-owned business. It's a black-owned business owned by Randis Ayers. He has a couple of business. He owns Classics, a barbershop in Petersburg. Real good dude. I'm going to go check out his place. Yeah, I'm going to start doing a whole lot of different stuff. But if anybody needs to, reach out to me, talk to me about anything, shit, hit my inbox. Uncle Phil, what's up, man? We need to link up too. It's been a minute. Yeah. Like I say, I'm going to start talking this shit every day. So, reach out to me. Subscribe to me on YouTube, Instagram, all that good shit. Send me suggestions that y'all want to talk about. We can talk about anything. Like I said, I did a video earlier today about women hating guys playing video games. Y'all go check that out. That's a whole nother video. But I'm going to try to give y'all about 15 minutes every day of video. And, yeah. Follow me, support me. And if y'all have anything that y'all are doing, like businesses or Instagram pages, YouTube pages, let me know. And I'll try to share your information so I can get our fan bases to network with each other. I appreciate everybody's time for viewing me. Y'all have a blessed day. Love y'all.